Well, the crowd here, principally North Adelaide supporters, are getting a little bit tentative, I fear. Darren Jarman there, number 8. He hasn't really been in the game perhaps as much as he'd like. His brother Andrew had a big first quarter, but hasn't done a lot since. Redden to Sims. Bennett is the target. 2 Glenelg players there. McDermott, Maynard. And a fine player today, McDermott. Maynard tears off. And out in front there and taking a good mark is Robin Kidney. Kidney's at right half forward flank. Woodlands wants it in the pocket, but Kidney will go to the square. West off hands, another chance, a quick kick away. Budarick. Oh, the Bays have got another one. What a revival. Budarick's third goal. The Bays 7-7 now. North Adelaide 11-3.
You can't believe this. 5 goals straight now in, well, we had 15 minutes of play. North Adelaide haven't scored. Before half-time, you wouldn't have believed this was possible. They looked anything but capable of doing this. But they've done it, and they're back in the game now. 7-7-49 plays 11-3-69.
Redden and Carey as Parsons comes to the boundary line to be replaced by Fisher. Murphy runs into a brick wall, and there'll be another bounce. The Bays are back in business, trailing by 20 points, so they've still got a fair way to make up, but they're playing much better. Redden, Sims. In fact, it was Simon Cowhan who was caught holding the ball.
Salisbury's tackle was a strong one. McDermott's kick is towards half forward. Nobody can get there on the full. Marshall throws himself at it, as does Simmons. Kernahan tries to work it forward. Seabone's in there, but umpire Kinnear has the final. Bounce at half forward. The Bays have come alight. They've kicked 5 straight in 15 minutes. Is that a high tackle? It's not seen that way. Sims missed with his attempted kick. Some vigorous football at the bottom of the pack. Guess who's in there? Scott Salisbury has won. Loves it in there. Bounce again. Good body work by West. Heisman lost it. Tisby bolts away with it. Comes grandstand side. Up goes Donovan. Almost could have been paid. Slattery works himself into a problem area. Nobody can get it out. Murphy left it behind. Now Slattery. His handball was too long for Fisher. In the action, Sims. Andrew Jarman gets a hurry kick away. Oh, luck's a fortune. It's found Hart. Hart from half forward. Out in front, McIndoe. Oh, he dropped it. He should have taken. Carlo to Darren Jarman. Here's the steadier for North Adelaide. A bad mistake in defence. And he's booted his second now, Darren Jarman. Just when they had the roll on the Bays. North have steadied. They're 12-3 to the Bays. 7-7 on 7's big lead.
Well, they certainly needed that to reverse the trend of play. The Andrew Jarman kick, fortuitously, I suppose, found Hart. The Hart kick looked like it was going to be marked by McIndoe, but he ran under it. And when it came over the top, Carlaw got involved, then Darren Jarman, and he booted his second. 12-3 North Adelaide, the Bays 7-7.
17 minutes gone. Back to 26-point lead now. Fisher loses possession. Oh, there's a head clash. Salisbury has won. The other was Kevin Fisher, but they both look okay. Look at the mud in there. Black muddy centre of Prospect Oval. But apart from that patch, it's in very good nick. Kidney's kick is out wide at half forward. Wilby will get there first. Now he needs a bounce. Did it coolly, but he's run down by Budarick. Out it comes to David Kernahan. The handball goes towards West. West tunnels it back to Salisbury, who gets a hurry kick away. In the action of being caught high was Sims. Advantage is played. Clisby to Wildy. To half forward go North Adelaide. Gibbs up very high. Oh, Bennett. Play on is the call. Bennett to Hart. Hart's got it at half forward. He'll have a pick at the goals. Roberts. Sensational mark by John Roberts. May have hurt himself in doing it. It's a very worried Darryl Hart that goes to inspect the welfare of John Roberts, but he's got it in the square. And the chance now to kick North's second goal in this third quarter. They've been in trouble. The Bays have attacked them strongly, but The goal to Darren Jarman, now the chance for Roberts with his 6th kick to boot, his 5th goal. Point blank range, he's got a little, but he's got it through. 5 goals to Roberts and a fine effort. They've got their second steadier in about 3 minutes. They're 13-3 to the base, 7-7. 2 points the difference now at the 20-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. The Bay run has stopped for the moment. Sanders, well, Clisby's caught, but he gets a handball, a good one. Sims now puts it deep into attack. McIndoe out in front, he's got the mark. Good mark in defence by McIndoe. He made a bad mistake about 5 minutes ago that gave North Adelaide the chance to kick their first goal of the quarter. He's made another one. The kick was straight to Carlaw, but his handball was not good. It was intercepted. Maynard gets it onto McDermott. Forward go the Bays. Out comes Seabohm on a lead. At the back, Woodlands has got a chance. Woodlands on the left boot, swings in towards goal. Oh, but the kick has gone well offline, off the side of his boot. And out of bounds on the full. They needed a goal then. They didn't get it.
North Adelaide to relieve. Wildy has been one of their star players. He wants Redden to mark it. He couldn't. Kim Hodgman quickly off hands. Here's a chance. Woodlands again. Coolly played by Tiller in the pack. Simmons comes out with it. Now Wildy. Wildy clears. Carey, Arnold, off hands Andrew Jarman. Gets out of it very well. Sanders. Bennett. Bennett's on centre wing. Free kick will be paid against Bennett. Over the shoulder to Murphy. And the umpires have been red hot on that today as Murphy goes back to centre half forward. Seabohm's there, but it's a Glenelg mark. Probably to James West, who has marked it at centre half forward. Oh, there's looseness, plenty of it, and it's Robin Kidney who marks low to the ground. So Kidney, with his 3rd kick, will try and bring Glenelg just that little bit closer. Distance won't bother him. He'll probably start it out to the right and look it back, Kidney. No problems with that. Dead centre. First goal, Robin Kidney. The Bays 8-7, trail North Adelaide 13-3 on Sevens big lead.
It's been an exceptionally good quarter for the Bays. They've kicked 6 goals straight in this term. Those 2 goals that North Adelaide have kicked have made a big difference. High mark by West at centre half forward. That was his 8th for the afternoon. And then some loose checking let Kidney in for that mark and goal. So it's 8-7 to 13-3, 21.5 minutes played.
It's the best quarter by far, both sides attacking relentlessly. The Bays are not a spent force yet. Redden put his hand on it. Kicking it off the ground was Salisbury. Carlaw and Maynard search for it. They're both pretty pacey players. Coming in as Hart. Got to Simmons. Simmons has been a star today for North Adelaide. Oh, good leap across there by McIndoe. Couldn't mark the ball. Cruz is at fullback now. They've made a few changes back there. 3, in fact, David. Donovan started, then McIndoe, and now Max Cruz.
Well, Roberts hasn't had a lot of kicks, but he's got real value for them, Peter. 5-1 as a result from his 6 kicks. And he's been a problem. They've had quite a few problems to contend with. To their credit, the Bays, they look down and out at half-time. They've fought back strongly in this 3rd quarter. Trailing by 26 points at the moment. That's still a commanding lead, but it was a 50-point deficit at half-time. They've made up 4 goals in this term. Gibbs bounds out of defence. Maynard one-handed. He's going to get through now. Got caught in the finish. Gee, I thought he was going to get clear there. If he had it, he would have been home. Hard again. How much does he mean to North Adelaide? Jarman bouncing clear. Will put it towards the leading Roberts. Getting across was Grenville, almost a Roberts mark. It's come back to Sims. Sims from half forward. May almost get the distance. Donovan going back, or was it touched or not? It's a goal! Craigie, a left foot kick from Sims. Bounced about 10 metres from goal and tumbled over the line. North have got their 3rd in the 3rd quarter. They're 14-3 for the Bays, 8-7. Centre throw up again. It's Darren Jarman trying to get the finish could get it clear. Tiller was in there with Woodlands. Another throw up, this time slightly ahead of centre for the Bays. They're trailing again by 32 points after they'd got back to about 20 at one stage. Golly, works hard. Oh, in trouble. Donovan has lost it. Jason Rose kickers towards half forward. Chance on the ground. Burton with pace. He'll go across towards Sims. Not a good handball. Intercepting Murphy. Bennett a chance. Caught high. Oh, he'll lose it. No doubt he'll lose it. Yes. Stupid football again by Peter Bennett. They've done that on a couple of occasions, North Adelaide. So Salisbury now has the free. It bangs it back towards centre wing. The fist of Redden makes contact with the ball. Tiller goes to the line and takes the ball with him. Peter, I can't understand the twice we've seen it in separate instances today that North Adelaide, having won the free, have then lost it. Can't work it out.
Yeah, I can't either, David. Bennett just didn't have to do it. He had the free kick. Sanders, Carlaw, back towards Bennett again, but it's Donovan who's short, couldn't mark it. Grenbold, Maynard floats one forward. North Adelaide players everywhere, and Redden takes the easiest of marks. That'll be 15. Try 30. North Adelaide supporters going berserk here. No doubt they're recalling the last two grand finals, I think. Cutting it off is Budarick. Kidney quickly away. Woodlands marks on the chest. Maynard runs past, but it's Marshall who's just come down to half forward. Simmons will have to come back. Marshall won 15 metres, didn't want it. Now Hodgman. Very indirect play though. Leads coming from everywhere. Seabohm is one of them, and he marks it very close to the ground, and he's certainly within range. So the Bay's playing a lot better. Fourth kick now, Seabohm. Normally a very accurate kick as well. Lines it up, but he's pulled that one across a point. The Bays are 8-8, North Adelaide 14-3. We're 1 minute into time on.
Hasn't hit the goal today, John Seabohm. 3 points is the best he can manage. Really needed one there as we go into time on in this third quarter. The difference is 31 points. Made up good ground in this third quarter, but I think they've got use of the breeze. It's only slight, but it's helpful. Jason Rowe, centre wing, Bennett in front. Good mark. Burton wanted to play on, but it's got to go back to the mark of Bennett. Bennett puts it towards centre half forward. Up went McIndoe, off hands Slattery. Slattery pushes it out. Fisher. Now Burton. Well, Burton's through here. On his left foot, he wobbles it in towards the square. Roberts! Going to be paid. Max Cruz looked towards the umpire in expectation, hoping that he might have got a free kick for a push in the back. But it wasn't to be. Roberts has taken his 7th mark. 7th kick. He's already booted 5 goals. He's only 5 metres out, and he's kicked his 6th. Match-winning performance from John Roberts. 6 goals. Fine effort. North of 15-3. The Bays are 8-8. Top action on 7's big lead.
Well, when Burton got hold of that one, he ran through half forward. He thought about the handball again. The last time he did it, it came unstuck. And we've mentioned it before that John Roberts is bodily just so powerful. And he's out-bodied Donovan. He's done the same to McIndoe. And he's doing just the same to Max Cruz. He's had 3 opponents. He's booted 6 goals, 2 in each quarter. A brilliant performance.
Into time on by 3.5 minutes. North Adelaide, immaculate kicking for goal at 15 goals 3. They've only had 2 more scoring shots than Glenelg. They lead them up by 37 points. Carey wrestles with Redden. Hodgman got the result of it. Centre half forward, West a chance. Went one-handed in the finish. On the ground, Darren Jarman. Now Hart. Hart with the left foot. Puts it in towards centre half forward. Donovan got a hand on it and ran into trouble. Oh, lovely handball to Murphy. Murphy somehow got through there. Hodgman to McDermott. McDermott goes long. Seabone's in front. Thump clear by Arnold. On the ground, Kidney under pressure from Simmons. Wildy pushes it back in the direction of Simmons. It was wide of him and out of play. So they covered up pretty well in the finish. It's a dangerous looking move. There'll be a throw in the right forward pocket.
10-goal quarter. Glenelg have booted 6, North Adelaide 4. Right forward pocket for the Bays. Must be close to three-quarter time. Arnold took it from the throw-in, then changes direction. He'll have to go very quickly. He's lost it, but it's Darren Jarman who saves the day and gives it to Wildy. This quick kick away might find Sanders. It does. Sanders will slow things up. It's his first mark this afternoon, Sanders. Puts it up towards centre wing. Bennett from behind. No mark, but he backs it up well. That's a push in the back. He wins that one quite easily. I don't think he'll give that one away. So Bennett has got it the defence side of centre wing. Carey and Redden under that ball. Carey with good body work, but it's Sims who comes through. While the handball is slightly astray. Darren Jarman. Long kick. Gibbs comes in late and takes a good mark on the chest.
Thrown to ground too, and there'll be a 15-metre awarded. Make that 30 now. Kick number 10 to Ross Gibbs, playing his 100th game today. For the Bays, that is. His kick is towards half forward. Crumb gatherers wanted. Tiller got it to Hart. And back to Frisbee. And there's the siren. It was a very good third quarter here at Prospect Oval. Glenelg kicked 6 goals, 1. North Adelaide kicked 4 goals straight. So at three-quarter time, North Adelaide lead 15 goals 3 to Glenelg 8 goals 8.
And the Roosters just kept marching on. In fact, they booted 7 goals to Glenelg's 1 in the last quarter to win very easily. Roberts was magnificent with 8 goals, 2 in each quarter. Burton got 4, Hart and Darren Jarman 3 each. And for Glenelg, Craig Budarick got 2 after his 7 last week. After the game, it was Dave Darcy who spoke with Rooster captain Darryl Hart.
Well done. That was a magnificent team effort.
Yeah, it was a great effort by, as you said before, the whole side. There was even the 2 guys who had to sit on the bench, Kevin Fisher and Simon Cowans, came on and made something for the side, and it was just a complete team effort.
You've had trouble against them at Prospect. They've won the last 3 encounters here. That must give you some consolation for the last couple of years. Not a lot, I know.
No,
but
not a lot. We have trouble with them at Footy Park in the first week of October as well. When we beat them there, then we'll be able to look at a win like this and think it's good. It's obviously good to beat them, but we've got a long way to go to really show the Glenelg Football Club that we can play.
Is this a different North Adelaide this year?
Oh, it's different because there's different players. I think probably we're not as brilliant as we were last year, but then when you're not as brilliant, you have to work harder, and obviously that looks like it's showing a plus at the moment. And I think if the boys just keep working, keep our feet on the ground, we'll just keep moving along nicely.
Yeah, well, they moved along pretty nicely today. They really destroyed Glenelg. It was no fluke about the game. From go to woe, it was North Adelaide. Glenelg kicked 5 goals in the third quarter, which you saw, but that was the only yelp. North Adelaide a very strong side, and their 2 ruckmen were magnificent, particularly Parsons. He really controlled the air today. After the game, it was Dave Darcy who had this to say.
Well, it is small consolation for 2 successive grand final losses to Glenelg, but their performance today has certainly put them on the road. North Adelaide, without a passenger today, looked very, very good. Perhaps 3rd time lucky.
Yeah. You've played at Prospect, or you've coached Glenelg at Prospect twice?
Twice, Pete, yep.
And won both times?
Both times, and Graham Corns hasn't lost with the Glenelg side of Prospect either till today. That's probably the worst beating Glenelg have had since Graham Corns took over. 21 goals to 9, Pete. Hasn't happened very often in his reign at the club. I don't know what it means. You know, it may just be a bad day for the boys, and for Glenelg's supporters, I sincerely hope so. But it didn't look too promising there. They are struggling.
Yes, they certainly are. Glenelg with 3 victories this year so far, and a poor percentage. Stay with us. More football right after the break.